Sponsoring is a partnership of achievement and advocacy. Sponsors are typically those who are at a higher level in an organization and who see another's potential. They may challenge their ally to a bolder vision of themselves, help open doors to new opportunities, provide visibility, and expand an ally's network. They are the ones who speak positively on the other person's behalf even when they are not in the room. Very often, people use mentors and sponsors interchangeably, but I love this analogy to distinguish the two roles. Mentors shine a light on the door, and sponsors kick it open for you. If you want to be an ally who sponsors, you must get to know the people in your organization. Intentionally seek out those who are diverse, women, people of color, accessibility challenged, neurodiverse, etc. Once you know them, you can recognize when there are opportunities to help them grow. An ally who sponsors someone promotes, even when they are not in the room, seeking out and sharing opportunities for that individual to take on more leadership. An ally who sponsors someone ensures they're considered for new roles, projects, or opportunities of which they may be unaware. As new opportunities arise, a good ally has the right person in mind to sponsor. Sponsors also put their own credibility and brand on the line to support the other person's development. I want to share John Hawkins' story about how different types of sponsorship helped him succeed. John was the only African American male in the sales division at a large organization. Here is his story. I replaced the #1 sales representative in the country for that division, but before he retired, he mentored me and sponsored me into his accounts. When I took over, I set about establishing goals and ended up becoming the #1 sales rep in the country, breaking all the previous sales records. So when I broke all these records, I was published in the company magazine, but there were those other salesmen who were my peers who were not having the same success and who didn't like my success. I was the only one in the room who looked like me, and they would say things like, "He's not a team player." There was a lot of noise about my success, which affected my ability to advance. My immediate management was listening to the noise and wanted to replace me. It got so bad that I was planning on leaving to work for a competitor. When the national sales manager investigated, he met with my peers to understand what was happening. As part of that process, a couple of senior sales representatives, older, experienced white men, asked to meet with the senior sales manager for a private meeting so they could advocate on my behalf. They wanted to understand why I had not advanced given my performance. I had earned their respect. That allyship led me to reconsider leaving the organization. And because of the allyship of those senior sales representatives and the sponsorship of the national sales manager, I was promoted, skipping over a level to move directly into managing the largest region in the Southeast, where I was very successful. So John was sponsored by the initial salesman who equipped John for success, and then again by the national sales manager. Think about John's story from an organizational standpoint. If you were the head of that organization, would you have wanted to lose your top salesman because of unwarranted noise? Of course not. Had the national sales manager not investigated, and had some of the more senior sales representatives not spoken up on his behalf, John would have left and never had the opportunity to achieve his potential, and the company would have been poorer for it, literally. Thank goodness for John's perseverance and for the allies who stood up for him and the national sales manager who sponsored him. Good leaders sponsor.